What is up, guys? Welcome back to Casks-n-Que, or Whiskey and Barbecue Meet. Today we're going to review Elijah Craig C923. Stick around. At last, I finally have a sample of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923, and thank you to Brian Denham with Central Arkansas Bourbon and Banter for providing this sample for me. There's been a lot of talk about this batch because of the rave reviews that many online bourbon enthusiasts have given this bottle. So here lately, Elijah Craig hasn't done a great job of their barrel proof releases, but this one apparently is breaking that trend. So we're gonna try it out and let you know what we think. So this is a nice dark amber color, beautiful looking whiskey. Let's swirl it around, see what kind of legs we got. There we go. You can see the legs right there. Very oily. As you can see, the separation of the glass and where the whiskey starts. It's just taking forever to drop down the glass. So let's nose it, taste it, and talk about it. I had the chance to buy this a couple months back when it was released back in September of 23. And I kind of kicked myself because I didn't. I thought it was a little overpriced. I saw it on a shelf for about 110, 115 bucks, I think. And I just thought that was too much because I've been burned on Elijah Craig barrel proofs in the past. Not that I haven't enjoyed them, but they just haven't been that great lately. So I am excited to try this one. Again, thank you, Brian, for the sample. Oh my goodness. dark chocolate covered cherries. Ooh. Oak, but not overpowering. It's not overly oaked at all. And this has been aged for 13 years and 7 months. 133 proof. Baking spices, vanilla, like almost vanilla extract. It's almost so much vanilla that it just punches you in the face. Sugar cookies. A little bit of leather. And there's a little bit of pepper, I think like black pepper, but it's faint. Let's go in for a taste. Okay, so I was a little concerned that this being 133 proof, that it was just gonna really kind of punch you in the mouth. I'm not saying it's meek at all. In fact, it's strong, but in a good way. It doesn't just back you out of the glass. There's not a strong ethanol smell at all. This does not drink like a 133 proof whiskey. One more taste. Wow. Complex, luxurious, oily, baking spices, the pepper is evident, the dark chocolate covered cherries, to me that's very well pronounced. The oak is not near what I thought it was going to be. Remember, we're talking in 13 and a half years. This doesn't drink like some bourbons that have been over-aged to where they're super oaky and it almost, I don't know, kind of mutes the other flavors. That's not what's happening here at all. So the dark chocolate covered cherries, I can't stress that enough. Oak, pepper, leather, and vanilla. There's a syrupy component. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's a sweet syrup. I don't know, like a pancake syrup maybe. Or an icing on a cake. It's something like that. My palate's not sophisticated enough to point that out, but that's what it reminds me of. One more drink. Just phenomenal. You don't have to drink a lot of this to get all the flavor. I mean, it just coats your mouth. Your palate will enjoy this for quite a while after you take a drink. The pepper comes at the very back end, so it's like on the sides of the tongue, and the baking spices are there too, but the sweet part is at the mid palate, and it's just wonderful. This beats any barrel proof Elijah Craig that I've had in the last, I don't know, a couple of years at least. And a lot of times I'm a fan of the A releases. You know, the first part of the year, the C releases are, you know, towards the fall, winter. The finish is very, very long. You're getting your money's worth on this one. It does not disappear quickly at all. If you see this, then you need to go get it. I believe this one retails for about 90 bucks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, this is awesome. So let's give this one a score. Here at Casks-n-Que, we use the criteria of availability, taste, and value, and we give an aggregate score. With all that considered, availability, you know, it's been hit or miss. I haven't seen it on the shelves since back in the early fall when I told you I passed on it, which I kick myself for now. So this is an allocated whiskey, so availability is going to be, this is going to be hard to come by. Taste is just phenomenal. I can't rave enough about it. It's one of the better whiskeys I've ever had. And value, if I'm right about the MSRP, again, correct me if I'm wrong, about the $90 to $100 range. It's a banger, well worth it. So overall, where am I? 8.5, 8.5 easy. I almost feel bad for not going 8.75, but the availability kind of brings it down a little bit. So if you like what we're doing here at Casks-n-Que, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that bell. It's not going to cost you a dime, and it's going to help us out a lot, and it's going to help us bring you more whiskey content. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I'm Justin with Casks-n-Que, where whiskey and barbecue meet. We'll see you next time.